Sorry guys, I've been pretty MIA at this point in time. I've had a lot of film gigs going on, short films, documentaries, and some client work as well. And yeah, I've just been really busy, but I'm here, and so is potentially the A7C. So this video is talking about the A7C, the rumored specs, what I think about the A7C, and you know, it's not the A5 or A6, you know, the Sony Alpha Rumors, a very, very trusted website. But anyway, let's get into this video and talk about the A7C. All right, let's go. Okay, cool. So we are back in the studio. Thank God, it feels great to be actually recording again. I've also been trying out this 7 Artisans 35mm f1.2. Man, this is a pretty cool lens. But anyway, let's get into the A7C. All right, what's going on, my friends? It's Jason here. I hope you're all doing fantastic. And once again, I really do apologize for, I guess, just not making any videos of late, not really replying to many comments, but I've just had a few short film projects and client projects, and things are pretty hectic this month, and they still will be a little bit hectic. But we are going to be talking about the A7C and what this thing is all about, the rumored specs, and all the latest and greatest things that we're going to be talking about the A7C. So yeah, it's going to be coming around 2,100 euros, or about 23, 24, 25-ish, 100 US dollars. It's more than the A7 III. Now this is very interesting what Sony are doing. For this price, it's more than the A7 III, so it should actually be better than the A7 III, right? I mean, from our trusted sources, put the A64 trusted sources from Sony Alpha Rumors, but I mean, yeah, they do get some right, they do get some wrong. It is rumors at the end of the day, so I mean, you can't really blame them. But it is reported to have the same 24 megapixel sensor as the A7 III, 4K 30 and not 4K 60. Now the A7 III does 4K 30 currently, and it does have a little bit of a crop, but I guess you would assume the reason why they're keeping the camera very similar to the A7 III is that they don't really want to chomp into the A7 IV when that actually comes out, and they don't want to really match those specs. But honestly, if it is similar to the A7 III with that flip screen, touch screen, more compact, I mean, that's a pretty good selling point in my opinion. Will it have 10-bit codec? I don't know. I don't think there's been any rumors about what codec this one particular has, but we'll soon find out. Anyway, you know what I'd actually love to see? Is them renaming the A7 series to A7H. Now, bear with me for a second. No one has brought this up before, and since the A7 series has been pretty much, you could say, a hybrid camera, right? It seems to fit. Sony has the A9 series, which is like the ultimate pro sports, the A7 series, or A7R series, which is the resolution. R stands for resolution, so it's high resolution. You got the A7S series, which stands for sensitivity, which is the video cameras, and now the A7C, which is compact. So you would imagine the A7H would fit for hybrid, A7 hybrid. It really depends, you know, I don't know, it was just a thought. Anyway, A7C is also suspected to have that fully articulating screen, like I said, and apparently it is catered for vloggers and YouTubers. Now this is very interesting because it is set to have IBIS and the upgraded Z battery, and now we all know the Z battery is goddamn good when it comes to the A6600 or even the A7 III that I'm on right now. It is just a fantastic battery, and thank God they need to just roll them out with every single Sony camera that they have or will be releasing in the future. Now, buckle in, grab some popcorn. Let's talk about the one card slot. Now, I hate to be that guy, but goddamn, stop cracking the shits because there's only one card slot. It's not the end of the world. It's not doomsday. It does not make this camera an amateur camera because it has one card slot. I know a lot of big YouTubers out there are really bashing camera companies because they have one card slot. The Nikon Z6 and Z7 have a single card slot. That doesn't make them unprofessional. The new Canon R5 technically has 2 card slots, but can only record to 1. Does this make the Canon R5 a non-professional camera? No, god damn it, no. It is not a unprofessional camera because it only records to one card slot. Yes, I use the A7 III where it has dual SD card slots and you can record simultaneously to both. So if one does fail, then yes, you do have the other one there. It's just like an insurance policy, really. Just because it has one card slot doesn't make it not professional. Got that out of my system. The weight is off my shoulders, so let's move on from that. So it does seem to have a very similar shape to the A6600, and also the viewfinder is on the left, or apparently will be on the left. The hot shoe mount will be on the top, and honestly, if they really wanted to save money, why have the viewfinder? It just doesn't make sense. Vloggers and YouTubers don't really use the viewfinder that much. When it comes to video work, it's not really that necessary with these smaller cameras. I mean, if you do have cinema cameras, you've got it on a shoulder rig, you're looking through the viewfinder, hey, that makes a lot of sense. Most YouTubers and content creators will be having it on the Steadicam and gimbals. It just doesn't make sense to have a viewfinder. The viewfinders tend to be, I guess, more of a photography thing, you know, to really look through that viewfinder, get perfect exposure, framing, composition, and also adds just that little bit more image stability when you're having that extra point of contact on your face. But other specs anyway include USB-C charging, which, you know, is always handy when you're on the go to top up that Z battery. I've used that a couple of times when I went traveling to Japan and Tasmania. I would really assume as well the record button would be on the top, just like the ZV-1 or the A7S III. Now in terms of image stability, like I said before, yes, it does have IBIS, or it's expected to have IBIS. No, Sony IBIS isn't like a gimbal, but harden up, you'll be fine. Just buy a gimbal if you're worried about stability. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world, you're fine. Not everyone wants super smooth vlogging footage. I mean, Casey Neistat did perfectly fine with his cameras without crazy stability. If you're a vlogger, if you're a YouTuber, focus on the story. Don't worry about this perfectly smooth footage. I mean, get a gimbal if you want perfectly smooth B-roll. It's up to you. If you want perfectly smooth vlogging, really, no, don't worry about it too much. You'll be fine. But anyway, if there is something you would love to see in the A7C, let me know in the comments below. Other than that, my name's Jason Morris, and I really need to get back to some client work. I'll see you guys in the next one. I promise I'll be back making a few more videos as soon as I can. See you in the next one. Let's get it.